Hey YouTube fans, people of the interwebs, it's me, SG1, coming at you for a Star Trek, the official Starship Collections review. Yes, it is the 27th of September, and it's rather warm outside. I'm just enjoying my very, very well-earned day off today. One thing I love about working at the Entertainer, we have Sundays off. It's fucking glorious. So yeah, and tomorrow's payday, so it's all good. Fucking yes. Anyway, on to the review. We've got this week Steamrunner class, the U.S.S. Appalachia, and of course we get the glossy magazine and the ship itself. More on the ship in a moment. So on to the magazine. We get your specifications as normal. Type frigate in service 24th century, length 356 metres, crew 200 approximately, top speed 9.6, weapons type 10 phaser emitters and torpedo launchers. And then we've got a rather nice, beautiful, sexy CG shot of the ship itself there, which is really cool. Steamrunner class was one of the most unusual Starfleet ships designs. The deflector dish was positioned behind the saucer section, while the nacelles partially rested on top of the primary hull. And then we've got another CG shot of the back end of the ship, which you don't see much. But make note of this bit here, the nacelle grid. And then we've got various screenshots and stuff like that. Star Trek First Contact, where we first see it. It's actually been destroyed, that one. And then we get the tech specs as normal, which is pretty cool. Top and side view, which is always cool. I wish they kept them consistent with that view, because it's pretty cool. Sometimes you get the back view, not front view. Sometimes it's a bit weird. Anyway, although at least two Steamrunner class ships were destroyed at the Battle of Sector 001, the remaining vessels in the fleet managed to coordinate a successful attack on the Borg cube. There was a largely due to Captain Picard knowing precisely where to target the cube after he learned it was most vulnerable during his time as Locutus. It's also the Borg were regenerating, so the focus was more on repairing the ship than it was combat at that time as well. Plus you could hear what they were thinking. Blowhard officer Vice Admiral Hayes survived encounter with the Borg despite his flagship being destroyed. He was later described by Captain Janeway as a good man, fine officer, bit of a windbag. As well as ships from the Steamrunner class, the Second Fleet comprised vessels of Galaxy, Defiant, Miranda, Excelsior, Sabre and Akira classes, as well as ships from the Klingon fleet. A single name. Although several Steamrunner class ships have been seen in action, only one has been officially named, and it was the Appalachia, which was destroyed during the Battle of Sector 001. Now, that's not 100% accurate. Got a website called Scientia, I think I'm saying that right, which is a really good Star Trek website. They go through, not only do they talk about the episodes, they talk about ships, they also go through like reused props, reused background, reused sets. It's pretty cool. Now what am I doing? It is an S. Come on. Well, you see, according to Issuse, there have actually been 4 ships named. The Appalachia NCC-52136 U.S.S. Cavor NCC-52133 U.S.S. Hiroshima, which is no registry number, and I think I hope I'm saying this right. U.S.S. Menahue NCC 52142. So there's been 4 named. And then we get to designing the Steamrunner class, and I love this section. I mean, some of these pictures I have never seen before, which is a really good effort on Eaglemoss's part to get this stuff in. You can see sort of things happening here, but it's sort of radical design there, and you can see kind of things happening here and there, and it's pretty cool. I think the brief was pretty much go nuts, you know, do whatever you want. Like I say, you can see things falling into place here, but it's more of a sort of a flipped. So this is pointing up instead of down, and then this is a really wacky design of a ship there. Still pretty cool though. And then we've got Becoming Borg, which is some stuff I've never seen before. Because the ship was in First Contact, there's gone through some of the First Contact special effects, and we've got some storyboards of what, you know, in First Contact when Picard's looking in the mirror and he sees the thing go, and he goes shh, shh, like that. You know, this scene, and it's sort of basically seeing how, you know, how it would look, which is pretty cool. And then you've got like sort of, you know, being assimilated, so you can. It's very Geiger-esque as well, these droids. So you can see kind of things, sort of wires going through the skin, and then reconfiguring ears into sockets, and then coiling a wire around his eye, you know, waiting for an implant, which is pretty cool. And then designing the various implants as well. You know, it's all cool stuff, all good stuff. Like I say, we've never seen. I've never seen any of these stuff before. And then we've got a storyboard of the Lieutenant Lightner getting assimilated in his First Contact, which is, you know, like I said, I've never seen anything like this before. And then of course there's the final shot. And then on this side, designing the injection tubules. You know, so they're coming out the hand, and there's one coming out of the wrist there, and then sort of like one coming out the arm as well as the wrist. It's sort of like grabbed, and then the wires come out each hand, and then grab it and assimilate you. So, you know, not very pleasant. And then we've got on screen. First appearance is Star Trek First Contact. TV appearance Deep Space Nine. Now, I believe it does appear in Voyager, in the last shot of Voyager, where you see the fleet, you know, with Voyager flying towards Earth. I can't remember, it's been a while since I've seen Voyager. And we see it in Call to Arms. It's also in Tease of the Prophets as well. Trivia: Battle of Sector 01, in which several Steamrunner class ships took part, originally envisioned as being much grand, then appeared in the final cut. In early draft of the script, Star Trek First Contact described a battle involving dozens of Starfleet and Borg vessels engaged in a fierce firefight as far as the eye can see. Ships turning, twisting, firing, exploding, lots of movement. It is a spectacular sight. Star Trek First Contact screenwriter Ronald D. Moore later explained that they would have wanted to feature a large, more spectacular space battle, but there's simply not enough time, or more likely, not enough money. Final shots of Deep Space Nine, episode Call to Arms, showing a huge Allied fleet achieved using a combination of CG created models and physical studio models. According to the Star Trek Encyclopedia, written by Michael and Denise Okuda, the U.S.S. Hiroshima was a Steamrunner class, although it was never featured on screen. The name came from an illustration produced by concept artists Alex Yeager and Johnny's at Industrial Light and Magic. So, you know, as you do. And I think it is named Thunderchild. Yeah. Anyway, that's the magazine, and you get the top view of it there, which is pretty cool. Now on to the ship itself, the meat and gravy of this review. Here we go. Get a load of this bad boy. It's very cool. I like it. It's got some good detail on it. The Aztecing is fantastic. The decal work is amazing on this one, actually. You've got, I love this sort of red sort of pinstriping going down there. That's pretty cool. See the reaction control thrusters. You've got plastic in the buzzard collectors on each side of the saucer there. You know, you can make the name out. U.S.S. Appalachia. Where else has it got? registry numbers. It's got a tiny registry number down there that you can barely see. You've got you know, the Starfleet pennants on either side, and then on the bottom it's rather bland looking, as in there's no like sort of hull markings apart from here and here, but there's some really nice detail they've put in there. Some Aztecing, some lifeboats, some transporter emitters, visible join line, so it gets points marked down, transporter emitters there as well. No phaser banks on the bottom, which is a bit strange. And it does say U.S.S. Appalachia NCC-52136 United Federation of Planets. I don't know, my camera's not going to pick that up. But yeah, very nice. I'd have put, although this is how it appears on the screen, I'd have put a Starfleet pennant running down there just to break it up a little bit. It's got Starfleet pennants on the underside of the saucer. It's got some really nice detailing on the star drive section there. You know, I like the fact that the warp core ejection hatch slightly off center, which is pretty cool. But all in all, very nice. However, there are points for letting it down. Shuttle bays. The numbers are too big, and they're not quite painted in correctly. The nacelles, though brilliant, because they're clear blue, as you would expect on a Starfleet vessel, you can actually see through them, which is, you know, a little bit of a letdown. You see there, you can see my finger through there. It'd be nice if they'd sort of put ridges in there, but not too bad. The join line on here is horrendous. I don't like that. They could have figured out a way to put the join line up here where the nacelle struts are. But, you know, that's it. Oh, it's got blue pinstripe in there. I never noticed that before. That's pretty cool. What else? I say the join lines are quite bad, but nothing upsettingly bad. You've got the join line across there. But the most glaring omission of this ship is the deflector dish. I don't know if I can get a good view of it. There we go. So you see the join line in there, and it's just painted. They could have put a piece of plastic in there. Now, there are people out there who have got old mobile phones, you know, the old style with the buttons on. Ripped the interior plastic off and stuck it in there, and it fits quite nicely, and just painted it blue. Looks like a deflector dish, which is pretty cool. I might do that. I've got to figure out where I've got an old mobile phone I can destroy. So, but, you know, all in all, very nice ship. It's an obscure ship. It's different. It's Starfleet. You know, I remember these from Star Trek Armada. They used to fire Tracobalt devices at a distance. You'd go, and they were slow as hell, and they used to take like almost no damage before they were destroyed. But yeah, very cool. I'm glad I've got it, because you've never seen a Steamrunner class ship before. Never, ever, ever, ever. But all in all, I think it's well worth picking up if you're a Starfleet fan. If you're just cherry picking these, well worth pick up. It's not without its problems, but it's worth picking up. I would recommend it. Like I say, if you can get that mod for the deflector dish, an old mobile phone keypad, rip a button off, fits in there quite nicely, and jobs are good. And of course you get the stand, and it says, just says Steamrunner class on the bottom. It'd be nice to say U.S.S. Appalachia. You know, a little consistency, it's all I'm asking. You know, so then it fits on the stand thusly, and it is fairly secure, actually. It's quite a weighty ship as well. There's a lot of metal in this one compared to most. Yeah, I think let's see. The top section is plastic. I think top section is metal. It's all metal across the top. The deflector dish array is all this is metal, I think. No, it's plastic. No, all that across the top is metal, and all that on the bottom is plastic. Yeah, but not too bad. Very, 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 very. You know, sorry, I used my tongue there to detect it, because you can taste metal, can't you? But yeah, very nice. You know, I like it. It's different. It's weird. It's Starfleet. It's kind of cool. But one thing I will point out, actually, I've just noticed, it is not unlike the oh, somebody tried to ring me there. How dare they? Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, this is not too dissimilar from this. I mean, you can see kind of where the design come from, sort of like a, you know, an oddly shaped saucer, then the cells poking over the, you know, the saucer section there. It's not too dissimilar, I think. You can see where they got the idea from, which is kind of cool. Alright, it's a bit different in the middle and that, but it's, you can see sort of lineage, you know, things happening. I just thought I'd point that out. I thought that, you know, there's a definite sort of cue from this one into this one, which is, you know, always cool, you know. So back in a moment. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, my advice is pick this guy up. It's not without its problems, but well worth the pick up. So that's me. That's the video. That's the U.S.S. Appalachia, and I'll catch you next time for some Vulcans. Yeah. Bye for now.